Welcome back. Ladies and gentlemen, there is never a dull moment in Indian politics, and what a day this has been. Almost a cliffhanger kind of a situation that we saw first in Haryana to a clear reversal of the numbers that are on your screens. You're looking at the BJP leading right now on 48 in the state that it has ruled twice. I want to quickly get in Tuhin Sinha, who's the national spokesperson of the BJP, and I want to thank him for his patience as we've been, transversing through a lot of areas, Tuhin, looking at a lot of quick breaking updates, but many congratulations. The Haryana victory should be really special. Did you expect this, Tuhin, personally?
Well, yes, thank you very much. And I did expect it. In fact, I've just tweeted about it. Probably I was among the very few who had stuck my neck out and said that we are getting a simple majority. That was on the evening of 5th October. As of today, as of now, I think we have increased our vote share in Haryana by a good 8%. From 33%, we are in the vicinity of 41%, and the counting is still on. And the number of seats has gone up by at least 16 to 17. So after being in power for 10 years, in a state in which no other party has, come back to power for a third time, I think it's historic. Now, why it is all the more significant? It is an endorsement of Agniveer. If you remember all of Hooda ji's speeches, he would say, "Jawan naraz hai, Jawan naraz nahi hai, Jawan bhi khush hai." It's an endorsement of the pro-farmer policies of the Modi government and the double-engine Sarkar. Kisan naraz nahi hai, Kisan bhi khush hai. And it's an endorsement of Khelo India and many other initiatives to improve sports infrastructure. पहलवान भी खुश हैं. कुछ पहलवान जिनको कांग्रेस ने मैनिपुलेट किया था, केवल वो नाराज है. At the same time, it is a rejection of the fiscal anarchy which Congress party has been unleashing on almost all state governments. बगल में हरियाणा है, जो हाल हरियाणा का हिमाचल है, जो हाल इन्होंने हिमाचल का किया है, हरियाणा के लोग भी डर गए हैं. It's a rejection of the way they have tried to manipulate the emotions of sportspersons. So I think it's a historic win. And at the same time, I was listening to commentators, I was listening to people, about the result in Kashmir. One important thing which needs to be pointed out is in Gurez, in the Baramulla region, we have lost by a mere 1,100 votes. So yes, even in Kashmir, there are positive takeaways for BJP.
As we speak, we have a reaction from Amit Malviya. He says, Rahul Gandhi's "we will remove reservations, hum Arakshan hata denge" has boomeranged in Haryana. Do you think that was a factor, Tuhin?
Well, many different things. See, Rahul Gandhi, apart from that, and in fact, we have only widened our horizon. The Jat vote, which wasn't in our kitty so much in the last election, has come to us in very large numbers. But Rahul Gandhi also denigrated the Hindu religion, also mocked the Pran Pratishtha a few days back. So every which way, Rahul Gandhi's antics and the policies of the state governments of Congress party have been unanimously rejected. And, counting is still on. I am expecting, since the trend is so clear-cut, I'm expecting at least 50 seats in Haryana by the time the elections counting is over.
And Tuhin, this is a favorite question and, a typical question, but we must ask you this. Who should be credited for this victory? For the Haryana victory of the BJP?
Well, for us, every karyakarta deserves credit. See, one thing you need to realize about the BJP, BJP never loses hope. So till about a month ago, yes, Congress was ahead of us. But look at the way the karyakartas have fought back in the last 3 weeks. And I think BJP has mastered the art of peaking at the right time. We don't peak too early. We don't get swayed by the number 99. I think Congress is still living in the ecstasy of that 99 figure. We are more grounded. In fact, if you look at the reactions of most BJP leaders even today, we have taken it in our stride. For us, whether it is victory or whether it is defeat, we don't get swayed by either. For us, it is just another day in office, and we continue to carry out our responsibility. So I think karyakartas need to be credited, but of course the double-engine Sarkar, the way it has delivered in the last 10 years, and yes, one important indicator of the way we have delivered, if you look at the GDP figures of both Punjab and Haryana for the last 10 years, Haryana has reported a significant increase in the GDP contribution to to the country. At the same time, you know, Punjab has correspondingly lowered its contribution to GDP. Punjab,
Okay.
of course, was first mismanaged by Congress party,
So
then by
you are
Aam Aadmi
citing
Party.
numbers
BJP has had
of
a
development, saying that this is a win of the
Haryana has had
Vikas
a
model and a
consistent BJP
rejection
support.
of the Khatakhat brand of politics. Let's shift our attention very quickly to Jammu and Kashmir. And before we bring in Akanksha Khajuria, who's outside the Jammu and Kashmir National Conference's office, this is the Jammu and Kashmir story so far. Seats gained, lost NC, plus 21. The BJP, this is the number for Kashmir. The BJP yet to open, the PDP has lost 19. 19 seats lost by the PDP. So this is very much, and where is the Congress in it? We've discussed about the Congress. Deepthi, what is the number? 3? 3 for
Three.
Congress in Kashmir. Akanksha, you are outside
No,
the...
Congress is 6.
The Congress is 6.
Yes.
Okay.
Congress is 6, PDP is 4 now.
Celebrations breaking out at the NC office.
I'm currently at National Conference's office here in Jammu and Kashmir. There are many celebrations that started here. There are more to as you can also see here, the National Conference workers, especially along with young dancing. Well, let me go across the street to the provincial president of NP for Jammu. सर, काफी बड़ी जीत है नेशनल कॉन्फ्रेंस की, क्या कहेंगे, क्या किस चीज पे एट्रीब्यूट करते हैं जीत?
ये जो सेलिब्रेशन चल रही है, ये लोगों के आज देखिए चेहरे खिले हुए हैं। 10 साल के बाद जो जम्मू कश्मीर के अंदर एक अंधेरा था, आज रोशनी यहाँ है। इसी रोशनी की उम्मीद के लिए ये सेलिब्रेशन मना रहे हैं। लोगों ने जम्मू कश्मीर के नेशनल कॉन्फ्रेंस ऑफ कांग्रेस पर चंद बहुमत दिया है और हमारी सरकार आगे बढ़ने जा रही है।
नेशनल कॉन्फ्रेंस का सबसे बड़ा मुद्दा जो था वो रेस्टोरेशन ऑफ आर्टिकल 370 था। क्या ये जो चीज है वो सबसे पहले आप डिलीवर करेंगे, हटा देंगे आपसे आर्टिकल 370?
देखिए,
तो करें।
जम्मू कश्मीर के अंदर मुद्दे ही मुद्दे हैं। आपने देखा होगा कि हमने जो अपना मैनिफेस्टो पेश किया लोगों के सामने, उसमें ये तमाम मुद्दे जो हैं वो वहाँ दिए हुए हैं और उसको रिजॉल्व करने के लिए, उसको हल करने के लिए हम यहाँ बैठे हुए हैं। हमारी आने वाली सरकार जो है तमाम मुद्दे, सबसे बड़ा मुद्दा यहाँ जो है वो अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट का। आपने देखा कि हजारों नौकरियाँ खाली पड़ी हुई हैं, कोई फिर नहीं। हम 1 लाख नौकरी पढ़े लिखे नौजवान जो हैं जम्मू कश्मीर उनको हम देने जा रहे हैं। जो राशन यहाँ पे 5 किलो फ्री मिलता है, हम वो 10 किलो फ्री पर पर्सन पर मंथ देने जा रहे हैं। हम एजुकेशन यहाँ फ्री करने जा रहे हैं, बच्चों और बच्चियों के लिए ग्रेजुएशन तक और बच्चियों के लिए हम यूनिवर्सिटी लेवल तक ग्रेजुएशन ये
सर,
एजुकेशन।
मैं आपसे पूछना चाहूंगी आर्टिकल 370 के बारे में, आपको लगता है कांग्रेस आपको इस चीज पे सपोर्ट करेगी?
देखिए, ये नेशनल कॉन्फ्रेंस का मुद्दा है और यही हमारा मेन इशू है। इसके लिए हम लड़ रहे हैं, चाहे कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन लेवल पे भी लड़ेंगे, हम अदालतों में भी जाएंगे, लीगली भी हम लड़ेंगे और हम डेमोक्रेटिकली भी लड़ेंगे।
तो लीगली आप 370 के रेस्टोरेशन को परस्यू करेंगे। लेट मी आल्सो गो अक्रॉस एंड स्पीक टू फ्यू वुमेन हियर। काफी बड़ी जीत है नेशनल कॉन्फ्रेंस की, आपको एक्सपेक्टेड थी ये जीत?
यस, हमें एक्सपेक्टेड थी ये जीत और मैं पूरी जम्मू कश्मीर की जनता का और सबका शुक्रिया अदा करना चाहती हूँ। हमें पहले से ही पता था कि हम भारी बहुमत से आएंगे और हमारी सरकार बनेगी और मैं पुंछ की जनता का भी शुक्रिया अदा करना चाहती हूँ जास जान को भारी बहुमत में जिताने के लिए। तो हम जैसे हमारा मैनिफेस्टो है हम उसके अनुसार ही अपना काम करेंगे। हमारे उमर साहब बहुत इंटेलिजेंट है, वो जैसे जैसे उनकी हिदायत आते जाएगी वैसे वैसे पार्टी हमारी काम करते जाएगी। और जैसे हमारे जम्मू कश्मीर हमारा हिंदू मुस्लिम सिख ईसाई को हमारे पार्टी का मेन ये है कि हमारे कहा कभी भी धर्म की राजनीति हमारे यहाँ पे नहीं होगी। हम सेकुलरिज्म लाएंगे और JNK में हिंदू मुस्लिम सिख ईसाई मिलके हम सबके साथ चल के हमारा
मैं क्वेश्चन पूछना चाहूंगी। बीजेपी का ये कहना है कि कांग्रेस और एनसी क्योंकि अलायंस में थे, कांग्रेस सिर्फ एनसी की वजह से जीता है क्योंकि 6 से 7 सीटें ही वो जीत पा रहे हैं।
देखिए, जब कोलिशन में हम इलेक्शन लड़ रहे हैं, जब हम अलायंस में लड़ रहे हैं, तो हम एक दूसरे की पूरी मदद करते हैं। ये बात नहीं कि किसके भरोसे कौन जीता है। तो जहां नेशनल कॉन्फ्रेंस ने कांग्रेस की भरपूर मदद की है, वहां कांग्रेस ने भी नेशनल कॉन्फ्रेंस की पूरी मदद की है। कहीं भी ऐसी बात नहीं है, ये अब लोगों पे होता है कि तो ये राइट।
You know, this reminds me of Omar Abdullah's gesture, his turban in one hand, his appeal to the voters, perhaps resonating, going by the numbers that we have. We have okay, Farooq Abdullah speaking.
Mike, shut up! Mike, shut up! Don't touch it, Mike! What nonsense!
There has been a massive celebration outside the residence of Farooq Abdullah, and you can see that scores of the party workers, they have assembled just outside the residence of Farooq Abdullah and Omar Abdullah at the fortified Gupkar and expressed their victorious mood all across. In fact, similar functions were held and the celebration were held at the main district headquarters in the Kashmir. So as in Jammu, the party headquarters, earlier we saw the workers, they burst the firecrackers, and this has been the scene all across. This is what has been given the fact that the National Conference is leading from the forefront. The party workers, they have expressed happiness by sharing their feelings with us earlier at the party headquarters. So as at various locations, you can see that just outside the Omar Abdullah residence, this is a massive celebration that's been witnessed here. After 10 long years, the elections were held in the Union Territory, which has significantly been witnessed as a major boost for the Jammu and Kashmir. There was a lot of the demands from the locals here that there should be the local representative here who can be there between a bridge between them and the center. So somehow we are witnessing that these celebrations are taking place at every nook and corner of the Jammu, so as in Kashmir. With video.
So that is our colleague Yawar just outside Omar Abdullah's residence. Is he going to be the next chief minister of Jammu and Kashmir? Most likely. But then what about the Congress? What about the common minimum program? What about the big, conversation about we'll get back Article 370? I think that's also an important talking point. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll quickly head into a break. On the other side,